some of you may know Macau as a city of casinos, but actually Macau has quite a strong startup ecosystem and they're building on it. We will have Marco from Macau. Marco, are you here? Please raise your hand if you are. Right.
Hello. Sorry, when we change to panelists, there is like a kind of delay. So sorry, Mahmoud. I during 10 seconds I didn't hear you.
No worries, no worries. It's great to have you and it's great to connect again. We would love to hear from you about Macau's startup ecosystem and the secret between 9 to 8, which you explained, and it's just a great, great combination. So thank you so much for presenting your startup ecosystem, Flora.
Yes, thank you, Mahmoud. Do you see my screen? Can you hear me? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it full screen now and we can hear you.
Great, thank you so much. So first of all, I would like to thank you, Mahmoud. I would like to thank you also, StartupBlink, for this opportunity to present Macau in 6 minutes. So for the people who don't know Macau, this is a very nice picture here of Macau. Macau is a Chinese territory and was under Portuguese administration for more than 500 years until 1999. So in 1999, Portugal gave up Macau to China. So Macau is integrated part of China, is what we call one country, two system. The official language is Chinese, but also Portuguese. Portuguese is recognized as well as a official language. It's only 31 kilometers square, very tiny territory. It has one peninsula, 2 islands, 650,000 people living in Macau. It's known as the Las Vegas of Asia, and before COVID, it used to produce 7 times more revenue than Las Vegas. The GDP is 55 billion US dollars before COVID, and very affected because of the tourism, and nowadays only 29 billion US dollars in 2021. So yeah, unbelievable or not, but Macau is really a tourist city. Is the 3rd largest city, most visited city in the world. And why? It's because the only place that is allowed to gamble in China. 3 American concessionaires, Sands, Wynn, and MGM, and 50% of the economy is relying on tourism. There is no other country that has such a reliance on tourism, and of course, COVID has bring a lot of challenge. I have here a very quick video that can play to you, 30 seconds video. You can see very quickly Macau. I think sometimes we say it's better images than words to show you Macau. Yeah, so this is Macau. Going to the next slide. Well, what makes interesting Macau? Well, Macau is right next to the Great Bay Area, right next to Hong Kong and the Great Bay Area. Great Bay Area is 86 million people, is 15% of the China GDP. There are vibrant cities such as Shenzhen, you know, the advanced technology, the most advanced technology city in China. You've got other 11 cities, each one representing a particular cluster on petrochemicals, on electronics, on lighting, on garments. I'm not gonna have time to go to all of these cities, but all of these cities has their own cluster on innovation. And you know, there are 62 unicorns in the Great Bay Area. 25 companies of the 500 2022 Fortune Global 500 companies are based in the Great Bay Area. 25% of the biggest Chinese companies are also part of this Great Bay Area. So Macau is a great city and has been designated in the 5-year plan. You know, China uses the 5-year plan to plan the strategy of the cities, and Macau is one of the cities that is open to the outside world and open up to the Great Bay Area. So Great Bay Area, if we compare to Tokyo, New York, San Francisco, a lot of international airports, a lot of the busiest ports in the world is present here in the Great Bay Area of China. The ecosystem is a new ecosystem, but it's growing. I will say that the engine of the ecosystem are the universities, but especially the government, with the public incubators from government, also some fund entities. I cannot talk about all of this, but is growing, not as fast as Hong Kong or Shenzhen or the cities, but is at its own particularity. Let me talk about two startups here. MPay is a consumer card, and developed its own app, and last year was bought by Alibaba, and so is a app where you can buy everything, pretty much everything. And then Aomi is another app. They succeeded to do exit in the New York Stock Exchange, and basically is the biggest is the Meituan app where you can buy food deliveries. So Macau is a very good laboratory for people that want to have a startup in technology or even in food and beverage, and then is a very good launch for people who want to access the Chinese market. So talking about the 9 to 8, I only have 30 seconds, 1 minute to talk. You know, China wants Macau to be a platform between the Portuguese-speaking countries and China. There's a lot of Portuguese-speaking countries around the world, 8 Portuguese-speaking countries, and we want to be that platform. And 9 to 8 Challenge is this platform that opens up all startups from all the Portuguese-speaking countries that want to enter China via Macau. So guys, I want to stick to the 6 minutes. There is a lot we can talk about, but it was my pleasure to present you a little summary about what is Macau. And if you have further questions, it will be our pleasure to connect with you with the ecosystem in Macau for those who are interested entering the Great Bay Area, interested in the Great Bay Area, and entering via Macau. StartupBlink, thank you very much for the opportunity. I really appreciate, and looking forward for the next presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marco. It's been a pleasure. And while I was living in Hong Kong, I had the opportunity to visit Macau a few times, as I mentioned. Although not much chance with the casinos, but it's truly a beautiful city. The history is amazing, and I think the tourism will keep booming after the recent relaxation on the COVID restrictions and so on. So hoping that with tourism, the startup ecosystem will also start growing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mahmoud. Thank you so much for the opportunities. Thank you, StartupBlink. Thank you.
Thank you.